Hello there, and welcome to the fourth of my readings from the Shorter Oxford English Dictionary. And I have to say, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed by requests for words, but I'll keep churning these out for as long as people want me to. And there's, I should think, upwards of 50,000 words in here. So with a few extra weeks of lockdown, we may well make a bit of an inroad into them. Well, today, two requests from an old friend of mine, Graham, who is a theatre producer who is currently battling to try and get some money for a project from the Arts Council. But he also runs a consultation business, and he's a word that came up the other day. He asked me for a definition of. So I'm going to look in the second volume for the word polyamorous. Now, I think I know what this means, but I'm gonna, the point with these readings is I read them completely unrehearsed. You might guess that. So I didn't want to check it beforehand. Port. Let me change my glasses. Reading glasses. I did go to Specsavers and I got some reading glasses. Poison, polenta, pollen, polyadelphia, polyandrous, polyamorous. Well, there doesn't seem to be a word for polyarch, polyarchy, yes, polyandrous, polyandry. Because I think polyamorous means loving many people at one time, and I think polyandrous is pertaining polyandry. I'll read that. First noted in 1780, from the Greek dros, man, poly, many, that form of polygamy in which one woman has two or more husbands at the same time, a plurality of husbands, corresponding to polygyny, which means having many wives at one time. And it's a zoological word, the fact of a female animal having more than one mate. So polyamorous means having many loves, serial loving. So that doesn't seem to crop up in that form. I wonder if that's because it's a recent coinage, because I think it's got fairly detailed words here. Anyway, let me go on to the other word that he suggested may have a particular resolution for me, which is polyphilo. No, that's not here either. Polyphemus, the cyclops, one-headed, a one-eyed giant, or a polyphone, polyphonic, composed or arranged for several voices or parts. Well, I'm sorry about this, Graham, but it looks to me as though we've drawn a blank really on both your words today. I'm not rigging him, I'm just checking to see what specifically he was interested in. And I'm checking on my videos. He left a note on my last video, and no, polyphiloprogenitive. Polyphilo. Well, we know poly is many. Philo is love or care for, polypheno. So that's loving, many. Let's look up progenitive. This is fun, isn't it? I do love this. I just love going through the dictionary and finding all sorts of words. And profound. This is a big thing on profound. What am I looking at? Progenesis, prognosticate, profusion, proggins, a proctor at Oxford or Cambridge. Proggins. Now there's a word I bet you haven't heard before. No, I think Graham, you have outdone the shorter Oxford English Dictionary. I think probably we're talking about coinages. Well, there you are. So episode 4, bit of a dead loss, but still there are at least 50,000 more words in here. So please let me know if there's something you would particularly like me to look up, and we'll see how we do over the coming weeks. So thank you for joining me today, and bye for now.